So, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining our AI fun competition this afternoon. I call it a fun competition because this is the first time I think anybody in the RPS, and definitely us, and it's more likely to be us that would do it than anyone, is doing an AI competition at all. And I won't say the rehearsal, but when we were talking to the judges just now, the selectors just now, it would seem that it's new for all of us. So we're all experimenting here. We're all having a bit of fun, and hopefully we'll get some good results. One of the first things to say is, unfortunately, we've lost live one of our selectors, Simon Newlin. He is having to go to his solicitor and try and transact his house today, and that had to be his criteria, poor man. And so what he did was he's been through everything and given us his comments and his feedback ahead of the time. So when we get to commenting on things as to whether Simon wanted to retain it or to give it a nomination, etc., I will interject as Simon at that point in the meeting. So I'm not going to be selecting as such, but I'm just going to be Simon's voice at discrete moments, so that we get his input, even though he can't be with us. So first, let me introduce you to our two selectors today. Many of you know them because Christine, for example, gave us an absolutely brilliant AI talk earlier in the session of this project. So welcome, Christine, and thanks for agreeing to being a selector today. So thanks for that.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
And our second one is well known to you. It's our AI guru, who is Joe Houghton. So Joe, hi, welcome.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for the invitation. It's fun. It's going to be fun today. Yeah.
Okay. So is that background one that you've just created on AI?
Yeah, I just did that in Zoom. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is an AI background that Zoom can now do for us as well, folks. So one of the things that I think we ought to just start off by considering is the criteria that we ask the judges, or the selectors, I think is a better word than judges, to use to make their decisions this afternoon. So that was in the rules. So hopefully you all considered that when you were doing your creations, etc. But that's, as I say, the basis of what they will be thinking about today as they go through and make their selections. So we're going to have one or two, maybe possibly three rounds. The first round will simply be the selectors saying in, out from three voices, or from two voices and mine for Simon, of course, so that we eliminate, to start with, some of the images quite quickly. Now, one of the things that I would like to comment on here is definitely some of you put them in the wrong categories. And as we've looked through them, we've realized this, but we haven't reassigned them because really it was up to you to put them in the right categories. So when we go through, some may get eliminated quite quickly, not because they're not quite decent AI productions, but quite simply because they're not right for the category. But we will tell you when we get to those, and we will comment on the fact that, you know, this is a shame because it's not really in the right category. So our fourth person of the production team today is my colleague Neil Taylor. And Neil is doing all the admin-y stuff and all the showing of the images, etc., in the background for us. And so we have to be very patient with Neil because he's working with two computers to make this happen today. So Neil, thank you for your contribution. It is very, very valuable.
Well, let's make sure it all works before you thank me.
Okay, well, nothing's going to work. It's the AI competition that keeps going wrong. So let's be honest, it's going to go wrong at some stage today. So with no more to do, let's start looking at the images then, please, Neil. And let's go through the first scan of the photorealistic category. So we have the titles and the image only at this stage. So selectors, here we go. Are we keeping this or are we passing it over?
I think this was one of Simon's, wasn't it, for keep?
I'm just looking down Simon's words, and My Scottish Road Trip is not on his.
Oh, I beg your
Yes, no,
pardon.
he liked the prompt for this
Oh,
one.
it was the prompt he liked. Yeah.
Prompt,
I
yes, he
remembered the
thought the prompt-
title being on his list. Yeah.
Yes, no, the prompt was the thing that he liked, but he didn't shortlist it at this stage. But so it's up to you two to decide.
So not for me.
Yes, it didn't make the cut for me. But I think just just one little comment, because we probably won't see this again then, is if you look at the bin behind the car there,
Mm,
classic AI still isn't getting text right a
yeah.
lot of the time. Some of the time it is.
They got the EBI bit right, look,
Yes,
on
the
the
EBI
front,
isn't bad.
because that was it. That was in the
bit,
prompt, so
yes,
that was correct.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the
But
bin
the
salt.
road salt bit, yeah. Okay, and the next one, please.
So that one's going, yeah.
That one's going, yes. For the benefit of the audience, I would say we've asked them to be moderately roofless. We need to get down to 5 in each of the 2 classes. So we need them to be moderately roofless. Okay. Helping Faither before school.
Do you want to speak first, Christine, or if you speak first if you've got something to say, and then I'll follow you rather than us waiting for each other each time.
Okay. I actually thought this was quite good, and it is on my shortlist, although not one of my favorites. It was one that I decided would deserve a second look, because I thought it had several of the attributes that we want in something photorealistic. You know, it did look as if it could have taken place. It almost has, though, for me, a slightly cinematic look rather
Okay.
than a realistic look.
So it's a keep.
It's a keep
It's
for
a
now,
keep
I
for
think.
now. Good. Right.
Super.
Let's keep the comments fairly brief on this round. Okay.
Do you want to go alternately, Joe, or just
Okay,
keep going?
yeah. Okay. So this one was one that almost made my keep. I picked 7 out and then got it down to 5. So I dropped this out of my 7. But yeah, it's pretty good from a photorealism point of view.
Okay. It's a keep for Simon.
Okay,
All
that's
right, well
fine.
then it's a keep. Yeah. So if one of us puts it down as a keep, it gets to the next round. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this was a keep for Simon.
Yes, this is a keep for
Janet.
Simon.
So it wasn't for me, because I didn't think that the viewer was actually making contact with his eyes actually with the book. It looked a little offset for me, but it's a keep for now.
Fishing at Sunrise is another keep for Simon.
And that's a keep for me.
okay.
Right, comments, folks? This is not on Simon's list.
Not on mine.
It wasn't on my list. I thought again it did look quite photorealistic, but I think that we're also looking at the just the artistry and also the emotional impact of the pictures as well, which didn't come across quite as strongly as some of my others.
Okay, thank you.
So eliminating that.
That's eliminate one, yeah. Post-apocalyptic Barbie world. Not on Simon's list.
No.
No, not on
No, I
mine.
mean, this might have done better in the other
Yes.
category, because this is fantasy.
I would agree. It's very fantasy-like.
Yeah.
It also didn't match its prompt because the man shouldn't have been there. In the prompt, the man was not there. But anyway, they've been eliminated primarily for being in the wrong category, which is a shame.
Mm.
Dancing on the Shore, not on Simon's list.
Nor mine.
No, not mine.
Right.
Interesting. Interesting. I mean, photorealism is pretty good. There's a few little oddities. Bottom right-hand corner looks slightly odd, but it is a reflection on the clouds, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
It is,
And
yeah.
I'm not sure about his foot and on his back foot.
His back foot is a little odd, isn't it? And the reflection of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Staying Alive.
It wasn't on mine.
Wasn't on mine.
No, nor on Simon's.
but again, good for photorealism, you know, and an interest. Look at the depth of field on the pills, slightly out of focus on the front and then at the back. So, you know,
Yes.
interesting.
Strange things going on with the hand.
Yeah. Yeah, not quite enough fingers.
Well, there is one folded back, but it's not really visible. It looks all awkward. Yeah.
Okay, this is not on Simon's list.
No, it almost made my cut, but then I let it go. Yeah.
It almost made my cut as well. I think I would just probably have liked the guy's head to be up a little higher to be, for me, a little bit more satisfying in terms of the artistic view of it. But I thought it was great fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's eliminated, yeah.
Yes, please. One more for the road. This was on Simon's list to retain.
Yeah, this is a keep from me as well. Yeah.
Okay, so that one gets retained, please. We Did It, another one that was on the retain list for Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And me.
Good. Red Love, again, Simon wants to keep this one.
And so did I.
And me.
Oh, wow, 3 out of 3. This is going some. A Friend for Every Season.
It wasn't on my list.
No, it wasn't on mine. There's a slight uncanny valley with the fox and the squirrels. That I think the deer is great, and
Yeah.
the little girl is great, but the other animals didn't quite make it for me.
No, I think that there is a sizing problem between them. The deer looks quite small, the girl looks quite large, and the fox looks quite small to be realism. So on those grounds, it didn't quite make the cut. But again, it had other attributes that I thought were very positive. I liked the color palette.
Yeah. And that sizing thing is something to look out for when you are developing AI prompts. That the milk bottles in that first or second image, you know, of the lad with his lad, they were too big.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not a retain. Minor.
Yeah.
It's not on Simon's list.
No. Good image, but it didn't make my 5.
It wasn't on mine. I really enjoyed looking at this though. I thought it was just a little too dark for my taste overall, but it had a lot of emotional impact.
Yeah.
But it just failed on my second pass.
It's an interesting one because I'm looking at this on 2 screens right now. I'm looking at it on my Mac screen, and there's a slight kind of light behind his head and shoulders.
There is, yes.
When I'm looking at it on the TV screen, that's completely black. So
Yeah.
it kind of depends on the screen calibration as well, I think.
Yeah. I think that's always the same with any image, whether a photographic image or an AI, that if you get very close to the burnout white or the block up black, the screen is going to make a lot of difference to it. And sometimes it's better just to err on the side of caution.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that one goes, please, Neil. Summary flower display. Not on Simon's list.
And not on mine.
No, it didn't quite make the realism for me. It's AI. It's not, you know, you would never mistake it for a real photo, I don't think. So it's almost there, but not quite.
The Shed. Not on Simon's list. I thought this was an interesting thing to try and create in AI.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it didn't make my list, but it's a good image. It's a good kind of, you know, black and white image, and I like the bravery of going kind of full white and full black.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I only felt that where there possibly was a specular highlight above the door on the woodwork, it looks like it has been adjusted in post and gone grey, and I may be wrong, but it felt uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, never slide your white slider left of center.
No, take the highlights down, but not the whites.
Right.
Okay, thank you. It's Behind You.
But it didn't make my list, but I thought it did impart a feeling of isolation and loneliness, so it did have some emotional impact.
And I thought it was a really interesting one because you've got that sense of the long exposure with the clouds as
Mhm. Yeah.
which is really good and unusual to see in a kind of an AI generated image. So yeah.
Mm.
Okay, it's not on Simon's list.
So is it eliminated?
Catwoman. Now we're in photorealistic here, guys.
Well, it is photorealistic. It's not on my list, but it is photorealistic.
It's not on my list, but it's great fun. And it is my call sign, Catwoman. So of course I identified with it. But it wasn't on my list.
No Simons. Remembering yesterday.
This was on my list.
Okay.
That's a keep, right?
I didn't make mine because I just got the uncanny valley thing with this one. Her eyes and her face just didn't quite resonate as
Okay,
perfect with me. So
that's fine.
But it's a keep for now. So
Yeah.
okay. Old friends.
yeah, this was my other not just didn't make the cut. It
Yes,
was in the cut. Then I had to get rid of one, and this was the one that went.
I totally agree. It does have an awful lot going for it. It didn't just have the the level of photorealism I was looking for. It just feels a bit too gritty.
And the hands are a little bit big and chunky.
Yeah,
You know, so they're not quite right. And it's getting much better at hands, but
yes, it
a lot
is.
of the
Yeah,
AIs are still having problems.
but I thought that was a really good effort. Yeah.
Wonderful image.
If we saw this as an image that was a photograph, we'd be saying it'd been over processed, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I just
Like the
bit my tongue so as not to say that a
Yes,
moment.
I know. But that's the way that it sort of feels to me.
Yeah.
And yet it's AI. Unhand me dance.
Yes, that was not on my
No.
list.
No, I thought it was very clever, but
Yes.
it didn't quite make my list. I wasn't quite sure what was happening with the look at the couple on the right. Look at the back arm, and I wasn't really quite sure that the all those arms were working quite right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the girl on the left,
Girl
her
on the left.
left hand has
Fingers. Yeah.
mangled fingers.
Yes. Yeah.
So yes, it was a clever idea.
Prize tabby.
I didn't think this was photorealistic.
No, definitely not. Interesting kind of stylized image, following a particular kind of artistic tradition.
And I
But
definitely want that cat.
yeah,
Okay, well, you can keep the cat, but not the image, apparently.
Okay.
It was interesting to read the prompt for this because it was asking for it in a style of, and that props was where the twist came in it not being photorealistic, because it was asking to mimic a painter, basically.
and when prompting with the AIs, the order in which you ask for things in your prompt is quite important. The stuff at the front generally gets more weight
Yes.
in terms of how the prompt is followed than the stuff at the end. So, if photorealistic is the key thing, then that needs to be up pretty close to the front.
Alone once more.
Again, it wasn't on my list. I did feel it was a beautiful image to look at, but I wasn't convinced it was photorealistic. And somebody has bitten a lump out of the swallowtail.
Yeah, I picked up that the butterfly wasn't quite right. The other one in the pair of these makes my list, but not this one.
Yeah, for me, this is much more successful, and I love the high key effect.
Yeah, absolutely. For me too. The butterfly works better. I think the more there's less of a color palette, isn't there? It's kind of just red and white kind of thing. It's and I think that adds as well to this.
Yes. Yes. So
So
that's a keep, Neil.
Okay.
again, lovely image, but not
It's
very
great, great fun, but it doesn't convince me it's a photo. It's beautiful. It's
Mm.
so cute. It's gorgeous for like a Christmas, a birthday card or something.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but not photorealistic for me.
Solitude in motion. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, it's photorealistic, and it's slightly fantastical. It could have gone in either category, this one, couldn't it? But yeah.
It's on Simon's list, this one.
I'm fascinated by the reflection in the visor, which looks like somebody playing golf in the background.
Well, didn't Armstrong hit a golf ball on the
Did
moon?
he?
I think he did. Yeah, because there was something about kind of the longest golf shot ever
Well,
made.
there you are then. There you are. That's a keeper then. At
Well, it's
least
on Simon's list, so we're going to see it again.
okay. Well, definitely. I mean, I did see the golf swing, and I didn't know it actually happens. So very clever.
Halloween kitten.
Oh, he's in order. Where is it? Oh, there. Yeah. Didn't make my list.
It didn't make mine. It was, I suppose, subject matter composition didn't have the emotional impact I was looking for.
And I mean, from a photographic point of view, I'm not even sure the kitten's eyes are sharp and totally sharp in focus either. But it's yeah, it's an interesting.
It has a very strange left pupil, but then who am I to say pupils can be odd shapes?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Lady Luck turns her back.
This wasn't on my list.
Mine.
I
But
believe that from the prompting, it was made from two photographs and two AI images.
Yes.
And I thought that was very obvious, and they didn't really interact very well. You know, they weren't blended in a way that you could, you know, easily feel the impact of the picture.
yeah, and I didn't like the way the crop on the top of her head
Yeah.
stuff as well. So yeah.
One wonders why, and it would be interesting to know this from perhaps from the person that instructed it, why they didn't do it in one image, why they chose to do it in two and put
Might
them
be
together.
difficult to do that in one image. I mean,
Oh,
it's much
okay.
easier to generate two images and drop them into a black background and stuff. But yeah.
Okay, so that's not a keeper. The doll house. Not on Simon's list.
It wasn't on my list.
No, nor mine. I mean, fascinating. You can spend a bit of time looking around it, can't you?
It was very interesting, and I saw a real doll's house like that at one of the stately homes, and I spent ages looking at it, as I did with this image. But it was very busy all over, and there were other images in the end that I preferred.
But look at the lighting. Just look at the
Lovely.
light on this image.
Yeah.
You know, the lighting is to the right and forward slightly, and it's got the right shadowing and stuff. You
That's
know,
one thing that AI is very good at,
I think.
matching the lighting and the shadows.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thanks. Next one's a derelict cottage.
Yeah, it's a painting rather than a photorealistic image, this, isn't it? It's a pleasant scene, but it's, yeah, I don't think it met that criteria. It's more of a watercolor, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it's been even worked on a textured canvas as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naval battle.
I think it's a similar argument with this one. It looks a little bit like a JMW Turner with stars and stripes.
That's right, yes. After he's had a night on acid. Yeah.
I mean, it's a great action image, but doesn't fulfill the brief for me.
No.
Old lady in white gown.
Yeah. It's an interesting image. I mean, you know, I looked at this for a good while because it was just an interesting image. It didn't make my 5. And I again, the text there on that sign on the left-hand side, I'm not sure whether it's actually real text or it might just be something in German or whatever. I don't know, but yeah.
So is that eliminated?
Yes.
Nobody's asking for that one.
Keep, yeah.
Old man sitting in a chair in a room with distressed stucco walls. That sounds more like the prompt than the title.
Well, either he's not big enough or the wall's too big. So there's something very odd about the and his whole kind of stance is very, it looks like he's being crushed by something or so or whatever. Yeah, it's an uncomfortable image.
Yes, it's the perspective of the man in the chair that doesn't fit with the room. It was an interesting idea, but I think the tonal range isn't right either, unfortunately for me.
And the chair is wrong as well.
Mm.
Nothing quite right there, is there? Yeah.
Selfie one.
Oh,
Photorealistic we're in.
Did this fit photorealism for you, Joe?
should have been in fantasy, shouldn't it?
Yes, I think so. It's a super image.
Lovely,
I
dark,
love the image,
kind of
but I
image.
just don't think it fits this section, sadly.
And it's very clever the way
Very, yeah.
elements have been done and stuff. Yeah, it's I think this is Nano Banana, isn't it? That's Google Gemini's.
That's Google Gemini's symbol. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Nano Banana.
Selfie two.
Selfie two. Yes.
After a Hockney sort of look with his Polaroid photographs that he did. Again, interesting.
Yeah, I put this as a keeper, so it's on my list.
Okay.
Okay.
My son-in-law's marathon moment.
Yeah, not quite photorealistic.
Not quite. But very jolly. And the same with this one.
Ditto, yeah. But this is an interesting one because, you know, what we're increasingly seeing in some kind of educational uses, for instance, is that AI now is very good at generating sequences of images where you can hold a story and take a character through a number of different separate images. And this
that's really good for AV as well.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Okay, that was the last one.
Okay.
So
So
just
did we have 5?
Yeah, we've got more than 5, don't worry.
We've got more than 5, yeah.
11, I believe. Just a moment, I will show you them.
Okay. So those are the ones that have been retained for photorealistic. And I hope all of you, all our audience would agree that they are photorealistic.
Yeah. Which were the ones that got 3 keeps? Because I think we should keep them, whatever. So I think the number 6 and number 7 got 3, didn't they?
I think there's more than that.
Yeah, I think there are, but 6 and 7, I think both got 3, didn't they? 3 keeps.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a look at each of these together with their prompts?
Yes, I think this time we'll do it with the prompts. Yes, thank you, Neil.
Yeah, good idea.
So that we're seeing exactly what the...
So I hope you can see that.
There we go. Yes, that's better. And it also tells us what it's been produced with. So that's interesting as well.
Yeah.
So over to you guys for this. I haven't got any comments particularly, other than the fact that Simon had it on his list to retain.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it works from an atmospheric point of view. You know, it's quite kind of advertorial, isn't it? In the way, but for me, that one of the gaps is that those milk bottles are a bit big.
I totally agree with you. It was one of my. I had 8, I think, just in order to be hopeful that we would have some crossover between the 3 of us. But this was not at the top of my list, and I totally agree with you about the bottle. So,
however, can I just say that the bottle, if we are talking about 1930,
Yeah, there would be pint, would they?
Would
Or
they
would
have
be
been? What would they have had in
there would be a pint, but those are a quart, aren't they?
Would they actually have had glass milk bottles in 1930?
You'd go out with your own jug, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
And be
I
filled
think
up.
so.
probably
You'd be
would,
filled
wouldn't
up from a ladle, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. So, that was another question that I had
I,
about
I
it.
must admit I missed that, but
Mm,
yes, I think now I would be comfortable to lose that one, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll delete it then.
okay, and on to cuddling two wolf cubs.
Cuddling two wolf cubs wasn't on my original keep list. I think whose was it on? Was it on Neil's?
Yes, it was on
Simon's.
Simon's. It
Yeah,
was on
was.
Simon's.
yeah, okay.
And we have actually had a query from Lois about
Yeah,
that in the chat,
She was
but
asking
it
me.
was on Simon's, Lois, so it does get to stay here a little bit longer.
This was in my 7 or 8 that didn't make
Yes.
5.
Me too. It was very much on my short list. I think it was the bottom part of the image where the paw crosses over the hands that got a little bit complicated, and I felt I wanted to simplify that and just see the three faces in a lovely triangular composition.
Yeah, the crop, you could have cropped it 10 by 8
Yeah.
landscape and it would have actually been a better image.
Would have worked. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll lose that one.
Hmm.
Okay, reading by candlelight was on Simon's list to retain, but there was no comments about it.
Well, the only comment I had was I didn't feel that the book was quite in the right place.
Yeah, the eye line thing was
The eye line and the position of the book didn't quite fit for me.
Yeah, it didn't make my initial cut or my last cut. So
okay, so that one's going as well. At this rate, we won't have 5 left. Fishing at the sunrise. So this is another one that was on Simon's longer list, but not on his shorter list.
I think it's quite an interesting one in that this is asking for specific placement. Brighton's West Pier. And that sometimes can be quite difficult to do well with AI, depending on how many photos it's been trained on of Brighton's West Pier. So I don't know Brighton's West Pier that well. So somebody local will have to tell us whether
Well,
it's.
I don't know it at all, but I immediately thought that looks like Brighton's West Pier.
Martin, the sun is rising in the west. Martin Tomes lives near there. The sun is rising in the west. So Martin, is that accurate for the pier?
Well, can I just intersperse before Martin speaks and say it works actually really well if you flip it, and then it would be rising in the east.
Okay.
Sorry, Martin.
It's rotated about 90 degrees, he's saying.
But I mean, it's a photorealistic image.
Yes.
We've got beautiful color. We've got that kind of, really good reflection. The fisherman and the boat are dark because we're looking, contre jour, if you like, and stuff. So the composition is good.
Yeah.
It's a
color palette is good.
It's a strong image. Yeah.
And it works great flipped.
So we're holding on to it, are we?
I would hold on to this one.
Yeah.
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 One more for the road.
Yeah, this was a keeper for me.
And for me.
I did like the atmosphere, and I liked the depth of field, and the use of the leading line of the bar going back, and stuff. So I thought there was a lot of good in this. Yeah.
It was one of my favorites. I have 2 or 3 favorites, but this was one of them. And the only thing that rankled a bit with me was the cut glass of the whiskey glass. And I thought in that setting with the sort of very roughly hewn timber bar and the raggedy clothes or the shabby clothes, would you have a cut glass whiskey glass? It would be so easy to change it.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorites.
But it's also it's also interesting looking at that prompt. We're starting to get a slightly more complex prompt going now.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, I mean, each of the elements in that picture has been asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is one of the key things, isn't it? I mean, Christine does this far better than me, but I mean, this you can't just kind of ask, put a six word prompt in and expect it to be highly detailed with all these different elements in working together.
Yeah, that's right. Because if you do, then you're letting the AI control you. Whereas if you control the narrative, you can actually take much more charge of the artistic process yourself. And sometimes the more complex prompts will give you a far more satisfying result, far closer to what you envisaged.
And a very brave thing to say a barman's hand is pouring the drink, because hands are difficult for AIs in a lot of places.
And those are quite good.
This is a pretty good one. So
Yeah.
I would keep this for now.
But again, it's Gemini, so probably Nano Banana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it. Okay. Another one that Simon likes quite a lot.
Yeah.
Over to you guys. Again, we've got a quite a extensive text here.
Yeah. This is ChatGPT, but it kind of almost reminds me of going into, say, Midjourney, or one of the other kind of more powerful, I suppose, image generators, because there you very often get example prompts and you can kind of copy the text and then tweak it to your own. And this is a very detailed prompt, which has, resulted in a very impactful image. I think if I'd have had to give kind of my top straight off the bat, this would be it, from an impact point of view and from a realism point of view.
I think it's very strong, and I think it's very impactful, and the sort of thing that you would very much see in a magazine or on a poster to depict this sport and get the essence of this sport.
Yeah, you could use this on an advertising campaign or something, and it would grab people's attention.
Yeah, my cousin plays rugby for a Yorkshire team, and the advertising shot they did of him was very similar to this. Yeah.
Yeah, really good. That hyper realism, that's a key word. If
Yeah.
you want that kind of a look, hyper realism or hyper realistic. Yeah.
Red love. Okay, so we have a moderately lengthy text here, not as short as some, and we're getting the details here of telling it to have red hair and all the rest of it.
And this is Firefly, so this is Adobe. So yeah, I love this image. This was very high on my list.
Mine too, and I think also on Simon's.
Yes, it was. In fact, it's one of his shortlists for certain. This one.
It does impart that feeling of joy and love, and the palette of the colors and the mixture of the reds of the horse's mane and the girl's red hair, and then those lovely heather colors that were asked for in the prompt. And again, the hand is pretty good. I think the fingers are a little on the long side, particularly the smallest finger. Looks a little elongated, but then, hands do come in variety of sizes, and it's definitely a top of, towards the top of my list anyway.
What I thought was good about this was the skin color. She's got ginger hair and freckles, and she's got the right color skin for a person with that combination.
Yeah, again, that is something that the AI tends to do quite well.
But now I see those fingers, I can't unsee them, Kristen.
Oh, sorry.
It's a bit like Boris's shot, isn't it, that won the Sony Awards? I loved this image. This was one of my top two, I think, and now it's not.
So are you looking at the fingers in a different way now?
No, yeah, I am. Yeah, they're too long.
Sorry.
No, but that's the thing. Isn't this it? We don't see stuff till we see it, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Yeah, it's interesting.
Remembering yesterday.
This was one of yours, Christine, wasn't it?
Yeah, I probably identified with it because of my age. And seeing this absolutely glamorous woman with this feeling of peace and happiness on her face just connected with me emotionally. And again, I think all the color palette works really well with the grey hair and the sort of pastel, sort of peachy color of the top, against the beach colors, all worked for me quite well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
If I'm the only one, you know, we don't need this one.
it works as an image.
Mm.
If I was kind of coming to this in a normal photo competition, I would be complaining that the horizon was not straight.
Ah.
Because it's not straight, it's bending down, it's going down to the right. So
Well, the tide was coming in.
the sea would be washing over her.
Yeah, the beach was uneven. The photographer had one leg shorter than the other.
Yeah. So and
Okay.
I don't know, just her face and hair,
Yeah.
they're just
A
slightly,
little slightly plasticky.
aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, we can lose this one, Joe.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Broken-hearted.
Love this.
Yeah, lovely.
So again, moderately good text.
Yeah.
A butterfly that's in one piece. A complete butterfly this time, no chunks out of it like the other one.
It's interesting if you look at the prompt, look at the back end of the prompt. This seems to be the prompt for the first image, but actually, or there's somebody thrown a radial filter over her head and just whited out the wall.
Yeah, because the only thing that's missing from the prompt is flaky.
Yes.
The white wall behind the female is flaky and cracked texture, which it isn't. We've lost that now.
But look, it's Leonardo AI and Photoshop.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think there's been a bit of kind of
Yeah.
post Leonardo whiting out of the wall, if you like. So I mean, for me, this is a much stronger image than the other one.
Definitely.
You know,
on the previous one of this subject, the tear wasn't realistic looking, but because it's been so delicately done in this second version, the tear is believable.
and the contrast between the high key white and the very red, you know, and I'm colorblind, I don't see red, but I can see that rose. Yeah, you know, it's red. Is wonderful. It's a fairy tale, isn't it? It's wonderful. Yeah, it's
Yeah. There's just, I mean, we're being very, very picky now, looking right down at the bottom where the last two fingers are depicted, and there is a bit of green stem and leaf,
Yeah.
and between the smallest finger and the ring finger, not a very good division. Those are things that in Photoshop would just tidy this up to make it absolutely perfect, in my view.
Yes.
Are you keeping this at that stage?
Yes.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Solitude Emotion, very long text for this one.
Mm.
Did he say the golfer in the reflection? Because we mentioned that last time.
If it did, I missed it when
A
I read it.
reflective gold visor.
Yeah, but that's it.
But it doesn't say golfer, does it?
No.
No, and I'd seen the golfer.
Mm. So maybe ChatGPT just picked that up from its general knowledge.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it probably did.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting shot.
Interesting shot. Interesting creation.
Well, creation. Yeah.
And just as we would require in judging a photographic competition, there's a little bit of movement of those wheels, a little bit of circular motion.
And the dust.
On the buggy.
And the dust. Yeah.
And the dust, just as we would ask. Yeah.
Holding that for guys?
Not for me. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I
Well,
think
it's actually on Simon's shortlist. This is one of his chosen to retains.
His
But
5.
that's-
Yep. But all of them are on one of our shortlists.
They
Yes,
are, and we
true.
only need 5.
5, don't we? So yeah,
Like
I mean,
Joe,
I would lose this.
on the point of view of the artistry of the pictures, I would lose this. I think it looks like a record of something happening rather than art.
No, I mean, it's got to bump one of the first 5, and it does. for me bump any of the first 5, and we'll see whether the last one does.
Yeah.
So we lose
So
it.
I think we have to say, sadly, we'll lose it at this point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, selfie 2, the Hockney. And this has a very, very short.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not well enough up on Hockney, but is this multiple set of
Yeah, that is Hockney.
one of
He
his
did a lot of what were called Hockney joiners back in the sort of 1970s, 80s, with 6x4 photographs that he put together to make a scene. But then he did a lot of Polaroid shots as well.
Yeah.
So it is Hockney-like, but I think that the brief is too simple. It's given the AI the opportunity to do anything Hockney at all.
Yeah, yeah.
That
And I
was
think
I also wonder about on the bottom row, what is that fourth one in?
It's a swimming pool, which is
Oh,
also
very
right.
famous
the
Hockney
Hockney.
of his swimming
Oh,
pool. Yeah.
right. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
very
Showing my
David Hockney.
ignorance there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think given the competition, given the aim and the ethos of the competition, if you like, I think the other 5 images show more use of AI and prompting and stuff to get the final output. So this is a strong image, but it's an image that Gemini has done rather than the user has done alongside whatever AI they've chosen. So for me, if we can only have 5 of these 6, I'd lose this one.
But how very amicable was that?
Okay, so that one goes. So that one goes, and it gets you down to your 5.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Those are the 5.
Okay, so that's the 5. So those are the 5 winners of the photorealistic class, and we're now going to move on. We're not going to disclose who the authors are as yet, but we're going to move on to the fantasy section, please, Neil.
Oh, goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh, goodness, now it gets even more difficult. Okay.
Yeah, sleepless nights as a judge, kind of how do we judge these, you know?
Okay, walking, we'll go through the same process as previously. So we're either keeping or removing at this stage.
Okay.
So this is round 1, and this is walking with bear. So does anybody want to keep this?
No, I love it. And I mean I love the books. I presume
Yeah.
this is Lyra, isn't it? And
Well, that's how I saw
Yeah.
it, certainly.
Well, I know nothing about that.
yeah,
I love
Oh.
it because I'm a steampunk.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It is the Dark Matters, isn't it?
It's the Dark Matters.
Philip Pullman, Dark
Oh.
Matters.
Oh, if you haven't read those, Christine, that's a treat for you. If it's particularly if you love steampunk. But yeah, so not on my list, but
It
very
wasn't on my list. No, it was my 8th.
Okay.
But I didn't quite keep it.
No, and Simon didn't either. So, okay, thank you. Dragon Attack.
Mm. Yeah, it didn't make my cut, but I
No.
did, you know, as a lifelong Tolkien fan, this is the Gates of Mordor with some weird dragon that isn't in the book, but it was a wonderful, yeah, I like the image.
I loved the impact and the passion of it. I loved most of the images in the creative section because they were so creative, but I
Yeah.
couldn't pick them all. This one felt a little formulaic with using AI as I do. You very often will get this with a very minimal prompting because it generates this kind of thing. And so I didn't feel there was any real strong individualism coming through.
And the figure's not quite right. He's got 2.5 legs.
Oh, I had that down as a tailcoat or a satchel or something. I gave them the benefit of the doubt there.
So it's eliminated, yeah.
Sadly.
Little Miss Moffat.
Yeah.
It didn't make my list.
No, I
No
mean
assignments. No.
it addresses the brief. You know, it's a fantasy image and it's an interesting one play with AI. But yeah, I think there are stronger
And
images.
those spider eyes are fabulous.
You can see it on a child's cover of a child's book,
Yes.
couldn't you? Quite easily, this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, alien invaders meet their match at Loch Ness. This was on Simon's. Oh, it's not on Simon's retained list. Okay.
Oh, right.
I thought
It
it
was
was,
the-
but it isn't.
I think it was the next one.
Oh, he had it as one of the best prompts. That's why I knew I'd had it on his list somewhere.
And it's
So he got the
interesting
prompt
because it's, you
as
know,
well.
it's picked up not just alien as in kind of people not of this world, if you like, but alien as in the
I think the Kurt Geiger alien.
the xenomorph kind of heads and stuff. So it's interesting to see how the AI has matched that with culture, popular culture and stuff. Yeah,
And it's well composed.
it is. Yeah. It didn't make my list, but
No.
it's a good image. Yeah.
I love the one or possibly two that are getting eaten because there seem to be two left arms hanging down.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so we're not retaining that?
No.
Right, okay. And the next one, please. Lancaster in space.
It's an interesting image. That I wasn't sure what the rudder that seems to be protruding from the bottom of the Lancaster is. That seemed a little odd to
I
me.
think it's the landing gear.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work, does it?
But can I say my husband has had patents for balancing propellers in flight, and he knew exactly the rotation speed for the best photograph, and it has actually fulfilled that brief of getting the moving propellers, although some of the propellers seem to have fallen off.
Yes. Given that they're supposed to be at, what is it? Yeah, however many degrees, 150 degrees. They're
Three
not
of
quite,
them, 60 degrees or something.
Yeah.
It's not quite right, but it's the right shutter speed.
Right shutter speed.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to the tail plane bits, the uprights on each end of the tail, they're different sizes for a start. And then the right hand one, which is smaller, disappears into the belly of the.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it is going to crash. There's no doubt.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's the right tailplane. Yes, I was just reading that wrong as it coming out of the.
No, it's the right tailplane, but
wrong.
not in the same scale as the one the other side.
Yeah.
Quite right.
But I mean, very imaginative, and it has possibilities.
Yeah.
But we're losing it for now, yeah.
Yeah, send it back to the airfield.
Rabbit photo shoot. This was on Simon's retained list.
Yeah, it didn't make mine.
It didn't make mine.
I thought it was a nice story image.
Again, children's book
Yeah.
illustration, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the prompt, which we'll see later, was very good, but didn't quite make mine. So maybe we won't see it later.
Well, you will, because Simon's keeping. So it's staying for now. Okay, selfie world. And this was another one Simon wanted to keep.
And I did. And partly for me, it's because I go around taking photographs in the street and everybody is glued to their phone, and it just resonated with me as a subject.
Yeah.
Atlantis.
Yeah.
It didn't make mine.
No, it didn't make mine.
No, nor Simon's.
Okay, but I didn't really. It didn't have the impact of some of the others.
Homage to Barbara Hepworth.
I think this is in the wrong category.
Yes.
Should have been in photorealism, shouldn't it?
I'm not sure it is quite photorealistic either, but I don't think it's enough fantasy to be in this section.
No.
I will wear purple.
Yeah.
I love the image, and this was the poem by, I think it's Mary Oliver, isn't it?
I know.
You know that my mum had that at her funeral, so I mean it resonates on all kinds of levels with me.
And I am the old lady that wears purple, and I have done the AV of it with a lot of generated images. So again, it resonated with me because I did it in lots of images, and the author of this has put all of the influences of the poem, including the stick to run along the railings, so on,
and the railings,
and wearing the hat that doesn't work, and so on.
Yeah.
All in the same picture. So I think, congratulations for that.
I should have remembered the poem more, because as you say, it
puts all the influences in,
doesn't it? So
and she's wearing her white gloves and with the bottle of brandy, and everything is there, which makes it too complicated an image.
But a wonderful image.
A wonderful image, and
I don't know,
very enjoyable.
It wasn't on my 5, but I think we should keep it and come back to it.
What I would query is, for me, it should have been in the other category. In
photorealism?
More photorealism, yeah.
But I love it.
I do.
But Simon, oddly enough, has not got it on his list, so I should be quiet.
It wasn't on my list, but if Joe wants it on, it can go on.
Can we keep it for now? We can
of course,
lose it later if we need to. But yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Devil Pie. This is on Simon's list to keep.
Right, so to keep. Right, good.
Okay.
Well, we'll come back to him, to her then, or him and her.
Aladdin?
Not on my list.
No.
Nice, but not didn't make it for me.
No.
Again, children's books, Arabian Nights, you can see it has its place, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. It's a fantasy image.
The Thunder Rabbit.
I love
this. This is on Simon's list as
and
well.
mine. Yeah.
Okay, so that's being kept. Shiba Inu Ninja.
It made me laugh, but it didn't make my list. Yeah,
I totally agree. It's got the ninja look and the expression, but it didn't make my cut.
Winter Wonderland.
It's like a Christmas card, isn't it?
I was just going to say, one of those animated ones that people send you at Christmas. With all the sparkle and the robin that moves around the scene, and
And I tell you what, if you want to play with the new image generators, take this image and make it as the first frame, and then say animate this for me, and the image generator will.
And then you've got your animated Christmas card.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a super shot. It's a super well shot. It's a super image, but it
didn't make my cut.
Didn't make mine,
however.
So look, I've just noticed something. Look by the child and go back to this thing coming out
the antlers out
with the antlers.
Antlers coming out of a
hedgehog or something. A hedgehog.
Very small robin's antlers.
Or something.
Now we can't unsee it. You've ruined it for us.
I must have just seen it as twigs initially.
Yeah.
You can't unsee it now. But it's a fun image. It really is. Yeah.
But we're losing it, yeah?
Yeah.
Hangover. Oh no, hungover, not hangover, hungover.
Yeah.
This made my 7 or 8, but I lost it to the top 5. So
it didn't make mine, but we'll keep it for now, because you might convince me.
It is a wonderful image.
It is, yeah.
It is.
The Saxophonist, and this was on Simon's.
Yeah, this is in a. Well, we'll keep it then. Yeah, we'll talk about it later then. Yeah.
Yep. Japanese artists' imagined landscape.
This was on mine.
Okay.
I thought this was inspired by you, Chris. Actually,
I think it was.
So that's a keeper. Into the Mountain.
I thought this was one of the strongest impactful images, but for some reason I didn't put it on my 5. It was, I thought it was a really interesting kind of, discovery. You come across this in the cave, in the mountain kind of thing. And I love the scale of the human against the face.
I actually agree, and it didn't make mine. And I think the reason it didn't make mine was because it didn't match the prompt very well. But if you want to keep it, this pass we could do.
You'll see the prompt in the next round, so perhaps that is a
Up to
reasonable
you,
thing
Joe.
to do.
Do then, yeah, let's keep it for now, and then we'll have a look at the prompts.
Fires of Mordor.
It didn't make mine.
No, it didn't make mine. The buildings on the skew.
It's
the
just
verticals are
just not as impactful as I would want.
no, and that's not how I imagine Mordor either. So I'm afraid it didn't work.
Yes, this was on mine.
Mannequins.
This was on mine.
This is on mine. Yeah.
Okay, and Simon's as well. So retain.
Is that the first where we have 3?
First 3.
So
Okay.
hops a lot's bean bath bonanza.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't like prejudice to rule me, but I hate baked beans.
I love baked beans. Well, yours, Christine. Okay, so there we are.
Well, it's on Simon's list, so he obviously likes baked beans.
It's not on my list, but I do love baked beans. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's on Simon, so it's a keep for now.
All right.
Dog on a chair.
Yeah. Very, very interesting.
Very Picasso, very
Yes,
cubist.
memories of
Well,
Goethe and
that's not quite
Picasso.
cubist enough. You'd break it up a bit more if it was.
Wouldn't you? His eyes would be kind of wrong, or something would be wrong.
Yeah, you'd be looking at the front of one side of the face and the side of the other, wouldn't you, if it was really cubist?
But it's a very interesting shot, but it didn't make my.
It didn't make my list.
Right, so that.
But
goes.
they are so enjoyable.
I know the difference and the kind of breadth,
the variety is wonderful.
Imagination is just amazing. Yeah.
Garden maintenance.
This I don't know what it was done with, but this looks like ChatGPT-4 that I've tried. I got some images like this, and the low contrast just doesn't work for me on this image. No,
it loses a bit of impact, doesn't it? But again, a storybook. It could be, of a type. So yeah, but it didn't.
Very much so. Yes.
Well, it has a style, so if the whole book was written in that style, then it could be okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but it wasn't on my list.
No, nor Simon's. Old Masters, New Tools.
This made my list.
This made my list.
Yeah, I thought it was just so clever on so many levels.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We'll come back.
Yeah. And this made my list.
Time Dissolves, Memory Remains. This is on Simon's list.
That's another 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
What Lurks in the Shadows?
No.
No, clever, but not quite. I don't know. Yeah.
I think it was that the elements, they're all there. The symbolism is there in all of the elements, but somehow they're all just a little bit too placed and separate.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
She doesn't match for me the witches and the ghosts quite. They kind of come from a different, set of iconography and
yeah.
Tango Dancers.
This is on mine. I liked
it.
This.
It wasn't on mine, but it will be looked at later. Yes.
Three-Legged Cowboy.
No, this wasn't on mine.
No.
I found it so confusing.
The AI is getting very confused with fingers and hands.
Yes, and hats coming out of knees and so on. It's just
eyes right.
And the cat is almost the Cheshire cat in the background, with no body. Yeah.
Well, it's two cats actually.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
I mean, you could argue that fantasy is anything you want it to be.
Indeed.
And so I don't discount it, except it just didn't float my boat.
No.
Right, that one goes then. 3 Chimps in Formal Wear.
Yes, it didn't make my 5. I wasn't ever so happy with the right hand mouse. I don't know, the head just doesn't look right.
It's the ears are not set properly on the right hand rat.
Yeah, rat. Yeah, yeah.
And the tail on the left hand rat is
Is
disappearing through the arm.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's a great fun image, but it didn't quite make it.
The texture was interesting as well. That kind of very noisy
The
background.
sort of noise, artificial noise almost. Yeah.
Okay, that's the end. And you have got 14, which I
Oh
will,
my goodness.
which I will show you in just a moment.
Well, my nightmare was that we wouldn't even manage to have 5 between us.
Well, going with the keep, with any one keep, adding it gave us that.
Yes.
So yes. Yeah.
Well, maybe we look at the 14 and we see if there's any, before we go into looking at them individually, whether there's any you wish to remove at this stage. I think the answer is going to be no, but because looking at them again now, it's like, that's
I mean,
interesting.
for fantasy, I would, I would lose
Number 3.
3, 11.
Yeah, we said 3 almost simultaneously.
Yeah.
I think we enjoyed.
Have a look. Yeah, we enjoyed it, and it takes you to the poem. And if you don't know the poem, just look up. What was it? I will wear purple.
I will wear purple.
I will wear purple.
Just pull up the
When
notes.
it's when yes.
Look.
When
I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple is the poem, the first line.
Is Mary Oliver, isn't it? Mary, I think
so.
It's
So the poem has been repeated there, you see.
Yeah.
So the information was there.
All the information is there
to create it.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I don't think artistically it can hold up against some of the others.
No.
Well, particularly in fantasy.
Yes.
But
yeah.
Thank you for doing it.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So are there any others there that you feel should go at this stage?
For me, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 is not the strongest.
Okay, well, Simon has got that in his short list, not just even in his not even any further down that. But he would be, if the two of you wanted it to go, then he would be outvoted anyway.
Yeah, I'd lose it.
Oh dear.
Simon.
My Epson software just wants to update. Excuse me a minute.
So
exit without installing. Yes. Sorry about that, guys.
So you're losing this one, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
What about the plate of beans? Do you want to keep that?
No.
Okay, we'll lose the beans. Number 9. Yeah. Okay. Which are the ones that had 3? I think number 9, that's now number 9. That was a 3. All 3 of us.
No.
9 and 10.
No. Time Dissolves is the one that Simon has got on his short list.
That's number 10. We all had that.
You all had that, yeah.
Let's have a look at the prompt on that one. Let's have a look at that, because that I think this is an amazing image.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah,
and very Dali-esque, obviously.
Very fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
real.
It's saying melting Salvador Dali style clock.
It does, yeah.
And I think it's a great example of a detailed prompt creating a really kind of strong image.
Yes, the ground isn't quite cracked and earthen. It's sort of cracked and almost paved, but we'll, perhaps forgive that. Yeah. Definitely,
it's certainly Simon's number 1 on his shortlist.
Yeah, well, it's definitely one to keep.
Definitely, yeah.
I think one that maybe only Simon had and we didn't was the saxophonist. Was that right?
Did he have the saxophonist? Yes, he did.
Did you, Joe? Did you have the saxophonist?
No, I like it, but it didn't make my 5. No, it's interesting, but I don't think it's one of the strongest. And It's also misspelled.
It is.
We're
We're not gonna
not allowed to.
we're not gonna smell check it now, are we?
Oh,
I think we have again stronger, and the one above it, which is in a similar style, is
Oh.
actually stronger.
yeah.
So saxophonist is going, saxophinist is going. And
Yeah, if you want to stay on the Japanese one for now, number 5, because I got the feeling that I was the only one who put that in.
I didn't. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
beautiful,
Yes,
but I don't know. I didn't get
maybe not fantasy enough.
enough. It was
Yeah.
more. It
It's
was
more
more delicate
art.
Japanese watercolor.
Yeah, it's more art than fantasy.
But I
And
mean,
so
when you look at the prompt,
it
I don't know George Bose, but it
no,
probably is quite close to what he produced, I would suspect.
I do know Kawase Hasui.
Right.
And what I enjoyed about the prompt in this was that the image maker was trying to guide the styling
Yes.
of the image. And this is something that I find for me is very important, to be in charge of that and not let the AI take over and give you the styling it decides you should have. I love to see someone who is actively thinking about the style that they want to produce. But I would agree it's not as fantasy as some of the others, so I would be happy to lose it. And since I was the only one put it in,
Yeah.
shall we do that?
But it's a really good example, as
Yeah.
you said, of kind of taking an element of control and then allowing the AI to kind of generate something. And then you've gone into Photoshop and softened the boat, which again is another little.
Definitely. It shows me that there's someone who is working with AI in a very artistic way and using their skills to guide it.
It's a co-collaboration rather than
Absolutely.
AI to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But it's going to go, Neil.
Okay.
After
may
all.
I suggest you bring up this one? Oh, yes, this one, it's come up anyway.
Oh,
The
that one.
head.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. Yeah.
Because that was debated and you weren't going to keep it in and then you did.
Yes,
just now.
because the cavern walls are sculptured by nature into the faint shape of a giant sleeping face. This is not a faint shape.
Oh, it's
It's
not.
a highly sculptured face. I think it's a really strong and impactful image, one that would, in a photographic competition, were it a photograph, be in my top set.
Yeah.
We've been asked to also say, does it fit the brief?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I wanted you to read the text, because I knew it didn't quite work with its text.
But again, good to just surface the text so that people can
Yes.
see these
Yep.
things and
Yep.
pause the video and kind of go play with it themselves. Yeah.
In another competition where you're not showing us the prompt and just showing the images, you're going to get an entirely different result.
Yeah. Yep. Fair comment.
Which begs the question, how important is the original text prompt
Yeah.
in the process of judging?
So we're going to lose 5 now, are we?
Okay.
I think so. We haven't spoken about some of them at all.
No.
We haven't spoken about number 2 at all.
Yeah. You just
We have a look at that.
Simon had a keep, so we just went through and kept it, didn't we?
The stuff of nightmares.
Indeed. I mean, the prompt's okay. That it's probably the weakest of the images for me of the ones that are left.
It's one of the 2 weakest for me.
So
yes, I'd be not happy. We have to lose some.
yeah,
And they're all such great fun.
all difficult at this
Love the, the rollers and the expression and everything. So
and the impact and everything and the interesting kind of viewpoint.
Somebody actually did an ARPS.
yes, I know
panel.
his work.
Okay,
Yes.
from the inside of the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that reminded me of
is
that
he in a
ARPS.
Scottish club?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll lose that one then. Okay. I don't know. What's your other one to lose? Mine would be the dog, but
Mine would be the bunny.
all right. Okay. Did anybody have hungover on the on there 5?
No, Simon did not.
And I didn't. We just liked it when it came up.
Yes.
No, I thought you said it was on your list. I
Oh,
didn't have
hungover
it on
isn't
my
on mine.
list.
No, it's not. I like it as an image, but no. So I
Oh,
think
okay.
we'd probably lose hungover then.
Yeah.
So you're down to
We've got to
6.
lose one of these. Oh my goodness.
Which one
Yeah.
did we just lose?
You
The
just
dog.
hung
We just
over.
lost the dog.
Oh, I thought it was the bunny we were losing.
So I suspect Christine and I are now going to have a fight over the number 1 and number 2. Because I had the
No,
rabbit.
not over number 1. You just got to eliminate 1 from this
Yeah.
set.
So we've got to eliminate number 1. I mean, I think
I'm just wondering why we lost the dog. I thought we were losing the bunny.
well, I know the bunny was on my list.
Oh,
So
oh.
the dog wasn't.
No, neither the bunny nor the dog are on mine. Okay. So the numbers 3 to 6 we're entirely agreeing on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to have another closer look at 1 and 2?
Let's have a look at number 1 and 2.
1 and 2. So
And let's have a look at the prompts now. And maybe the prompts will give us the keeper.
love it. Posting to dead social networks, lit only by the cold glow of their devices. Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, it's very atmospheric,
nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the bunny.
This one has been taken into Photoshop, PaintShop Pro.
Right.
It's into 2 layers in PaintShop Pro.
Right. So there was nothing in the rules to say you couldn't do that, but
No.
I think in the spirit of the competition, if we're so close kind of between 1 and 2 and 1 was created in AI using the prompt, I think that should have it and we lose the rabbit. The rabbit is, I love
Joe, you've taken one for the team.
Yeah.
But that's probably not what the author's thinking.
No. I'm sorry. I love the rabbit, but
And normally, as anybody who saw my talk, I love bunnies.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
So
thank you,
going.
Joe.
Okay, so bunny is going, and that leaves you with your 5.
That leaves us with a really strong 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've heard what our 2 selectors are being saying about these things, but what would AI say differently?
Oh, AI would be a lot nicer than us.
Oh my goodness! Yes, I'd forgotten about this bit.
So Joe is going to let us take the fantasy one of the aliens, which we've just been discussing.
Right. Let me share my screen. What I did, we got all the images a couple of days ago. Now, I created a new AI photo judge app a couple of weeks ago in an application called Google AI Studio. And this thing will process either individual images or it will process a folder of images. So you load them up and it has a little think, and then it comes up with a kind of an AI judgment on, critique on each image, and it scores it out of 20. So I ran both folders. So I've got both these folders here processed. Okay. So which one do you want to do first?
I'd like you to do in the fantasy
one, right? So that's
fantasy, and I'd like you to do the stop. You've gone too far. No,
Yep.
up. Stop.
Which one do you want?
Selfie world.
Selfie world, right? So selfie world. So this is what the AI judge. So I didn't actually give it any specific instructions apart from to judge on 4 criteria: composition, lighting, subject matter, and impact. So this is what this kind of it. So the AI reads the image, if you like, and then kind of this is what came back: striking, thought-provoking image. Okay, and if I make it a bit bigger, you can maybe see it a bit better there. Okay. So uses depth very effectively. And then lighting, dystopian melancholic mood, diffused lighting, luminescence of the screens and the circuitry on the figures. I mean, it's pretty clever. Yeah. And then if I come back down, I think it gives us the score. Yeah, so this was going to score
19 out of 20.
and anything that didn't score 5 out of 5, I asked it as well to tell us how to improve the image. Yeah. So then, with the 4, you get consider simplifying the immediate foreground or creating a stronger visual path to the main subject or whatever. I mean, I found that actually that yellow line distracting. It was too bright between the feet for me in this image, but this is I just put this together and we thought it might be a fun thing just to have a look at this and kind of compare or see is it kind of giving good feedback, is it giving good critique?
Yeah. What I find with AI judging programs is that they are very complimentary. That they aren't as cuttingly negative as some sort of club judges can be, but they're also extremely perceptive. Very, as you would expect, there is a lot of knowledge feeding in to that feedback, and it does see symbolism very easily, which again, sometimes that's missing in a live judging, the symbolism in an image.
Yeah. But I mean, look at this. While the foreground is intentionally chaotic to fit the theme, a slight refinement in how the debris and wires lead the eye could further enhance the visual flow. And yeah, when you start looking at it and you're thinking about it, you might, we could maybe
How
make.
perceptive is that? Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really interesting to see.
I think we're all out of a job now.
having done one fantasy, let's go back and do one in photorealistic, and let's choose the girl with the horse.
Girl with the horse, right? Let me find her. See when. There she is. Okay. So now, as well as the kind of text, I also built into this, give me a female photo judge.
You think we're different?
And
I find that rather offensive.
well, why not? Why not? Female or male? I don't know.
No, John, I think we're more empathetic.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'll take that one. Thank you.
Yeah, that one, it looks like it hasn't done that, but I think maybe.
Okay, try the rugby man then.
Composition.
Right.
This photograph exhibits a wonderfully thoughtful and balanced composition. The use of multiple figures, particularly the 2 prominent ones in the foreground, creates immediate depth and a strong focal point.
So, so I mean, if I click on that, I've got the text, but you can have the AI, and that's not a real person talking. Okay, that's the computer. That's an AI generated voice reading that text, and reading it in quite a natural sounding voice.
And they are getting better because the intonation sometimes of text generated voices was not good, but it is getting better.
Getting better. There we go. So what did this got? This got a 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I asked,
at least it agreed with us.
and I formally asked it. I formally asked it to give me kind of scores between 11 and 20. So
did it score anything below 17?
It would be interesting to know. Let's find some of the weaker ones that we thought were weaker, and let's see what we've got. No, that got a 20. But you see, I didn't put fantasy. I don't think this is just scoring them on photography kind of stuff. 14.
Oh, yeah, very good. Well, not very good, but I have found that when I've asked judging programs to score, they seem very reluctant
to score
low.
Yeah, but this has scored a few. You see, I mean, I wouldn't have given, that 20, 10, 20 hours. What about this one? Let's have a look. Yeah, so I mean,
it's been very generous. It's been very
scoring
generous.
high. It's scoring high, isn't it? But
I know within our federation, Lancashire and Cheshire, it is being tried out.
But the thing is that I could go back into this AI photo judge now, and I could tweak the instructions,
change the parameters a bit.
Be more ruthless.
Yeah.
For instance, or take these particular criteria from the
and even give me the negative points as well as the positive points.
Right. Yeah. So,
Okay.
so you can tweak. You can
I-
tweak.
I think it's really interesting to see these AI comments.
Hmm.
Joe, is it possible for us to have the 2 PDFs to put into the Notion document so that our authors of these things can read their comments for their images? Is that doable?
Yeah, I've done all the PDFs actually.
Brilliant.
So
Brilliant.
let me just show you one of the PDFs. So if we have a look at the PDF report, okay. So no, it's not giving me it. Of course, it's not giving me it.
It's one of our gremlins.
It's probably because I did it yesterday, and it's not got it in memory. Talks, RPS. Here we are. Critiques, and I put some of the PDFs of the. I think these are just the images, aren't they? Let's see. RPS competition. Let's see. Critiques. Is that? Yeah, here they are. Okay, so here are the different critiques. So if I open up one of these PDFs, okay, Devil Pie, boom, boom, boom. So this is what it's generated. So the first bit is the image, and then we've got the scoring, and then you've got a page or so.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And I've done that for each one. So what I'll do is
you.
I'll upload all those PDFs. I'll send them all over to
the Notion.
Joe, as judges, we can retire in peace.
No, you haven't finished, folks.
No, you've got an
haven't
important
finished.
job yet.
You've got the worst job now.
So
From the
I'll stop
5
there.
from each category, we would now ask you to choose the overall winner.
Right. Okay.
So
So is one out of the 10?
One out of the 10.
I'm vacillating between 3 and 9 at the moment.
I'm vacillating between 9 and 5. Shall we go for 9?
The 9, yeah, that's the one that we're both kind of.
It's also the one
that was my
Simon
preference
chose.
in the AI section. It's
Really?
what, Janet?
It's the one Simon has chosen as well.
The Dahlia score.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
there you are.
Yeah.
Unanimous.
Unanimous, yes.
Okay, I will show these again.
Oh, well, that's a prompt, isn't it?
I will show all these images again with the author's names, if you like.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That'd be lovely. Yes, good.
That's
Good,
brilliant. Yeah. And I hope we haven't put anybody off or, kind of offended anybody with our comments today.
That's the worst thing, isn't
Supposed
it?
to be just a bit of fun, but yeah. Oh, Martin, right. Well done, Martin.
Martin, turn it round.
Well, you should have known it was all wrong, Simon. Martin.
Lovely.
One more for the road, Ian Bolton.
A super image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it.
Brilliant. Yeah.
This is in my top 3. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Red Love, Melanie Chalk.
Beautiful, romantic, delicious.
And I wouldn't have thought that was one of Mel's. I would have expected something different from Mel. So that's really interesting, Mel.
Broken Hearted, David Taylor.
Right, super.
Yeah.
David. Yeah, that's very strong.
Selfie World, Luca Arfini.
Yeah.
This is one of our members that lives in Amsterdam.
All right. Yeah.
Well done, Luca.
Yeah.
Another one from Melanie.
Well, we never spoke about this image.
No.
We actually should have looked at the
We should have.
words
should
for
have.
this.
But I know that it was done in layers.
Mhm.
That's right, isn't it, Mel?
Yeah.
And I thought there was a great deal of artistry went into creating it, and also directing the way that the composition was built up. So again, it felt to me that the author of this had a lot of control, artistic control of the finished product.
Yeah, I must admit, I wondered whether Mel was involved with this one.
I don't know her work, but
it was a kind of Mel. It's also kind of reminiscent, maybe, of Muriel Binney in the EPS. She does wonderful stuff as well, but like this.
Yeah.
Old
Catherine.
masters, new tools.
And
Catherine
we didn't say a
Rayner.
lot about this, but I agree entirely with you, Joe, that it works on every level, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know whether Catherine's with us. I'd love to hear
Yes,
how
she
it
is,
was done,
actually.
because this was just fantastic. The complexity of this. How did you do this? How did you do this? This is wonderful.
Well, it's just an idea that grew in my head, and I just tried lots of different prompts. It took a long time to get exactly what I wanted, I must admit, just to get all the pictures right and the artists right. So it was a few days of labour, really. And the host has asked you to start your video.
Well, the effort has really paid off there.
Yes,
Superb.
I just love the idea, and I was really happy with it myself once it
So clever.
was there. Yes.
I would have taken, on the painting of Salvador Dali, I would have taken his eye off and put it on the end of that arm, that metal arm.
Well, you can ask Nano Banana to do that later.
Yeah.
Poke it, have it poke his eye out. Yeah. And we didn't really speak about this one.
Tango Dancers, Marie-Ange Bouchard.
Beautiful,
I
Mary.
loved this one.
Yeah.
And if I had been influencing you, I would have been really trying to influence.
Would you?
This
Yeah.
one.
And it's very much in the sort of genre that I do myself with the tango and the swirls. Very different in style to mine, but it sort of resonates with me because I enjoy that kind of style, as that the movement of the tango dance and the movement of the floating layers of diaphanous cloth, so the whole thing worked for me.
I loved that one.
Thank you, Marie-Ange. This was lovely. Yeah.
So, it's another one from Catherine. Hello, Catherine.
Oh, well, I thought it was the same author. It did have very much a similar flavour in the control of the piece.
Yeah.
I
mean, Catherine, have you been influenced specifically by any other pieces of work, or how did this come out of your head?
I've always been a big fan of Salvador Dali, and I just love surreal images. So I started with the staircase. To me, it represented DNA.
Yeah.
I like symbolic type of imagery. So I just thought of things and put them all together. It really just slowly comes out of my head as I'm doing it. So, yeah.
Did you think about doing a double helix staircase for the DNA?
No.
That would have been complex.
Would have been.
And for the week that's in it, because it was either Crick or Watson that died last week, I think, wasn't it? Who they were involved in DNA. So yeah, but I love the depth of this. I thought through the archway really added to this. That church in the background and the figures walking out away towards it. I think that really made the image it was interesting foreground, but then the depth as well. It works so well. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, Catherine.
Yes, hi.
Yeah. So this is your trophy. This will be winging its way to you very shortly. And the idea was behind this that we couldn't have a conventional trophy for an AI competition. So it's the golden snitch from Harry Potter. Maybe if I'd known, I should have chosen something Dali-esque, but I didn't know that you were going to win. So it is actually it lights up on a USB thing, and it can stand on your desk, and you can glorify yourself for winning the first AI competition.
I'm so pleased, thank you.
It's a bit of fun.
I've enjoyed.
Sorry, say again.
I've enjoyed it. It's been good fun. Yes, I've enjoyed doing the AI.
Good. So, thank you to everybody who's entered, because, it is controversial. We like being controversial in DI, and, good for you for having a play and having a go at this. And probably next year we'll repeat it. Who knows what next year may hold? Maybe we'll have some rules out of the RPS by then about what constitutes AI and what constitutes real photography.
Lois put a fascinating little aside into the chat there, that she thought it was interesting that Peter Bozeman's prompt was gender unspecific.
Yeah.
the AI chose to depict a man. Yeah,
Mm.
and you know, so there is bias as well in the AIs, and they do certain things and whatever, and that's perhaps something to be aware of as well when you're playing. If you want a specific output, you've actually, you know, sometimes got to ask for it. So yeah.
So hopefully through this, we've not only enjoyed seeing the images and discussing them with you, but we've actually learnt something as we've gone, because our two selectors today have really helped us to understand about the prompts and how we should use our prompts to better effect, controlling the image rather than letting the software take over. I think I'm guilty of the latter. And so I thank you both, Joe and Chris, for your contributions today. And I hope it wasn't too onerous for you to be our first AI judges. So thank you for this afternoon.
It turned out not to be as onerous as I expected. And that a lot of that is thanks to Joe and the way that you've communicated, and the chat we had beforehand and everything. I think it worked very well.
And Neil's done a fantastic job in the background, kind of pulling this all together. Because I mean, there's quite a bit of work in pulling all that stuff together, and you know, kind of rearranging all the images and all the rest of it. So really appreciate that, Neil, and sending the PDFs with all the prompts ahead of time as well, so that we could review the prompts and stuff. So there's a lot of work gone into this in the background, and it's appreciated.
Very
Thank you very
much
much.
so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all once again. And the images will go into DI Online, which Melanie will produce in a few days' time. So all those images will be shared with all our DI members, and we will get those PDF prompts put into the Notion for you so that you can read what AI said about your images, which I think is quite fascinating. And in fact, I think I will probably sit one evening and read them all. Let's see what I can learn from them. So thank you for this afternoon, folks. And good luck with your next AI projects, whatever they may be. So thanks for now. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.